All right. So awesome. So, jumping into the specific agenda that we've got for the day, let's quickly deep dive into how we will be taking this session forward for you all. So, today we'll be talking, a lot around the automation in Google Ads and the optimization score, basically. And then Varun will be taking you through the next pivotal segment of our session today, which is auto apply recommendation, followed by the best strategic recommendations that we can go ahead and enable our account for in order to ensure that we our account performance is effectively account performance is basically better and efficient going forward. Right. So now it's very important and essential to understand how basically the whole structure, the whole partnership of the marketeers and the marketing technology and the automated products basically look like, or probably how exactly is it shaping up. So in today's era, in today's world, the marketeers or you as an advertisers might kind of find a bit of challenge to go ahead and understand the your business perspective and or chalk out the outline or the strategies, set the strategies better, which can actually cater to the requirements of the business and, fulfill the marketing objective that we have set. So, and that is where the automated products, help us to go ahead and enable the real-time marketing signals by considering the millions of, signal combinations for us to help to ensure that the particular marketing technology is basically helping the advertisers, the marketeer, to be able to utilize the real time signals and the audio signals with an integration of the artificial intelligence helps us to improve on strategic decision making, and the calculation becomes very very pretty easy, pretty smooth in terms of going ahead and making the decision making in a better way, be it your budget allocations, be it your strategic market decision, when I say be around your bidding strategies, or making sure that your account hygiene is in place. So over here, it is very important to understand how automation can, how leveraging the automation is very pivotal in today's world. Having the different segments of responsibilities for the advertisers to cater to when it comes to maintaining the whole account, or probably making sure that you optimize the whole workflow in a better or efficient way, right? So right from making the providing the business insights, marketing insights, or probably taking the strategic decisions, or planning for future campaigns, estimations, your predictions, and probably, and in order to ensure that the profitability is basically being met, or probably we are going ahead and driving the specific ROI that we have set for our campaigns, or managing campaigns at scale. It all requires it basically a lot of manual work for an advertiser. So automation does, it becomes a very easy to smoothen the workflow with a certain specific based on the analysis that the AI basically does based on historical data. It helps to efficiently leverage and provide more better updates in terms of optimizing the account performance. Having said that, as you can see that partnering the human intervention or the human input with the automation helps us to drive the highest performance. So with the kind of input that you basically give into the account, that's the whole, it would basically be the reflection of the kind of input that you give, and the output basically would be the whole reflection of the kind of input that we give into the account, whether it comes to upon uh, managing the whole account structure, maintaining the basic hygiene, or probably efficiently utilizing the bids and probably the strategies to set the particular marketing objectives, and then going ahead and optimizing the account in the real time to make sure that it's well on par with the set of marketing objective that we have basically set in place. So as we can see that with the specific active human supervision, the whole integration, the whole working of the AI can actually help us to drive better results for the business in terms of optimization or in terms of improving the account performance in a much more efficient and effective way. So this basically brings here us to understand the whole pro forma, like as to how basically it could, the typical work day for an agency account manager would, what all are the basic tasks, right, for an account manager to go and perform on a daily, basis. What's the regime when it comes to taking care of the specific account optimizations, and how optimization score can actually play a very, very quintessential role in terms of improving or boosting up the account performance in a way that it can efficiently help us in terms of driving our best results or the specific desired results as from the ROIs per se, right? So if you look at the hygiene operations, be it taking care of the account performance in terms of you know uh, making sure that the hygiene management or the hygiene check of the account is in place, in place of the keywords optimization, right? Evacuating the non-serving keywords or adding the keywords which serves best or probably gets you the most relevant traffic, or helps improve the CTR and reduce your cost per click. And then we also have certain specific standardized tasks or segments of strategies with regards to your bid and budget optimizations. And we also have got a very, very pivotal segment of the advanced optimizations, which is more in depth into understanding the strategy decision making, be it your budget allocations in terms of how exactly a campaign can probably, what kind of budget has to be allocated to your campaign to drive the best results possible. Some specific strategic initiatives in terms of having the specific future actions that can be in that basically can be predicted in terms of understanding the whole optimization or the whole working of the account. So now imagine if this particular these the standardized task when we are talking about, be it the hygiene operations or maybe advanced optimization, and if this basically is basically taken care of by the AI tool, or for example for that matter the optimization OptiScore optimization score, which is again a tool, it basically becomes very easy or very smooth, a smoother workflow in a lot more easier way, because it standardizes the specific the hygiene, the basic task in an automated way, right? Which provides you more ease, more time to spend more time or to allocate more time with regards to towards the advanced optimization, that's taking the strategic decisions or probably strategic initiatives to have the overall account performance elevated in a better way. Right. So as we were talking over, the advance. So once the optimization score comes in, it's very important that because it basically helps you to go ahead and it analyzes your account performance, and based on the real time signals, it helps you to gives valuable insights for your business, instead of in terms of giving you a set of specific recommendations which are really, really crucial in order to boost up your performance. And as I mentioned, it gives you a more headroom to go ahead and devote your time to more, taking a step ahead and devoting your time towards more advanced optimizations around your specific campaign management, your account management. Yeah. So what is optimization score? Why is there so much of buzz around this utilization of optimization score? What exactly is it does for us? Maybe how far is it beneficial in terms of upholding our account structure or account performance? And so guys, optimization score is basically it's a it's a specific tool that helps to assess or how well our account is basically set to perform, right? So basically is again an automated solution that helps to manage and optimize your account in a much more significant way by going ahead and scrutinizing, analyzing your accounts in the real time, in real with the real time signals and the integration of artificial intelligence. It based on the historic data of your campaigns. It helps to go ahead and give you the valuable insights, as I mentioned, as a set of recommendations, basically, which basically populates on your recommendation tab of your account, based on the specific, it identifies the gap around the best practices, around the specific insights that the campaign needs to improvise on, and it goes ahead and reflects as a set of recommendation on your particular page of recommendations around your keywords, around your bids and budgeting, around your targeting, your auction insights. So it is pretty insightful, right? It's pretty insightful by leveraging, as I mentioned, it leverages the real-time signals, right? And through this, basically the statistical models, you'll be able to gauge the industrial trends better, and it helps to kind of keep your specific AdWords account tuning, or probably you know um, tailoring your ads based on the specific the variability of the industry tends, to make sure that your specific ads that goes ahead and reflects upon the Google search result page is gaining the required traffic, the relevant traffic, in terms of generating the specific returns on ads that you basically are achieving, or probably are looking for. It is pretty effective. It based on the real time signals, the the combination of various signals. It helps to prioritize the channels and activities that can drive the most of business to your at your account. It prioritizes to show the ads to specific channels, which can actually help you to gain more business. And it's pretty efficient in terms of how you execute across multiple activities at scale by automating the manual task, as I mentioned, the standardized tasks, be it your hygiene management of your campaign, your keywords optimizations, your ad creatives can be in place, the headlines, the descriptions of your ads is something that can just be shuffled based on the very trending search queries, which can again help you to get the relevant traffic in place, right? And it is also the new features, as you can see towards your right hand side. It is now available for the search, shopping, display, video discovery apps, and PMAX campaigns too. And it's basically very much compatible with the three SA360 platform. And just a one quick thing that I would really like your attention towards is that it basically helps to the advertisers who increase their account level performance by 10 points. So whenever there's a specific recommendation that you go ahead and probably work on, or make sure that you enable it, there's a significant raise by a degree or by a percentage in your overall account optimization score, basically. And whosoever has increased their account level or optimization score by 10 points has seen a very significant improvement in their account performance, in their account improvement in their conversions, basically, and the efficacy as well. Right. So a recommendation are based on the real-time auction data, your business inputs, and backed by the statistical models. As I have, you can see that this is how your whole optimization score recommendation is basically being segmented or bifurcated into. It basically, it's been structurized into. There's one specific section of your biddings and budget. Your what kind of bidding strategy that your account can your campaign can actually go for, be it the click oriented bid strategy, or a conversion or a conversion value oriented bid strategy. Based on the historic data, the system will go ahead and suggest the specific recommendations for your campaign. And your ads and extensions, again, what kind of how far your ads can basically be tuned or be tailored to drive in the most relevant potential traffic to your business. It tends to divert into the keywords and targeting section to make sure that the relevant and most output giving keywords can be added to your specific campaigns with regards to the, and also adding to the targeting, the optimize targeting as well. And you have got some specific recommendations around the automated and the measure campaigns and the measurements as well. So over here we also have a recommendation, so the for the advertisers who would like to go ahead and before enabling a certain recommendation on the recommendation tab of the campaign, of the, probably they would actually like to kind of understand how exactly would this go ahead and perform, or what kind of impact will this leave on a particular campaign. So therefore for them the experiment campaigns or the experimentations basically is an option that can help you understand whether the proposed changes will help you reach your marketing objective or not. So it's again very with this with this particular model, with this particular pattern of one click recommendation experiment, the feature basically in your experiment page of your AdWords account, you can now go ahead and identify the specific optimization recommendations that are more likely to have the very very good or probably positive impact on campaigns performance, and apply those specific recommendations and experiment and check how far exactly is it being fruitful for your campaigns performance. Right. So now that we have a lot of working around the optimization score, right? So there are we basically have engaged with a lot of our clients, a lot of advertisers who have been using the optimization score. And there has been a certain kind of myths that has been developing in terms of its working, in terms of its efficiency, in terms of its performance. And we have got certain specific statements, or we have got certain specific work around, or probably know-how around this. And to bust these basically myths, we will be going ahead and looking as to what kind of myths that have been created, and how exactly can we basically go ahead and bust it, right? So one such myth we actually have, came across the most is that once I dismiss the recommendation, it is gone forever, right? So this is the most common myth that people have basically been affirming on, right? So I mean, I mean, the advertisers, the marketeers. So the answer is it's an absolute false assumption. It's if it's still, if the recommendation, the dismissed recommendation, if it's still valid, it will go ahead and repopulate in a few weeks, right? So it's very essential. So once it's very essential to go and take a critical decision in terms of not just dismissing the recommendation, but for the heck of it, until and unless it's a very very diring, like need in terms of dismissing the recommendations. It's a very it's highly recommended that you actually go ahead and scrutinize how needful is the recommendation for the specific campaign, and then take the decision of dismissing it, right? The next specific myth that we have got in place is feedback is pointless when dismissing the recommendations, right? So absolutely, again, this is false. It is basically it's false, right? So all the specific feedback that I mean, once you go and dismiss the recommendations, it's very very important to give your specific feedback in terms of why this particular why this particular recommendation is not really essential for the account, so that it helps the system to go ahead and pick up what is more valuable to the for the account performance, and help you to engage with even more relevant recommendations that are essential for the account performance. So your feedback is really really essential. It's really really critical, very important, as you can see that basically it goes directly to the product team, so that it helps us to evolve the product better, improve the working of the product better, right? All right, so that was pretty much it from the optimization score segment that I had for today. So we will now be talking about the auto applied recommendation. Will be that will be taken by Varun. So Varun, over to you.
Thank you so much, Prachi. I think that was quite an informative session. Thank you so much for it once again. And as you can see on the screen, we still like would love to like hear from you. Like, so please feel free to scan the code which is visible on your screen to share the feedback with us. If you have any questions regarding optimization score or autoplay recommendations in general, we are here to hear from you, and then also pass on the same feedback to product managers and leads so that they can answer your questions, and you also can win a chance to earn some Google swag, but also at the same time meet some of these product managers yourself. Moving on to the next part of the presentation, which is auto apply recommendations. By auto apply recommendations, we basically mean why? Okay. So auto-apply recommendations is basically the part of Google Ads where you can choose to have certain kind of recommendations automatically applied into your account regarding different campaigns, different ad groups, and there are different kind of recommendations as well that you can choose to automate. This basically how it helps you is basically it helps you spend your time very wisely. It ensures that like all the best practices that are available, that are recommended for your Google Ads account or particular campaigns are implemented across all of your campaigns, and thus it will like free up your necessary time that you can possibly invest into like planning your campaigns or your strategy for the marketing of the brand or the company that you're marketing for. Then it also helps you capture existing demand by responding to real time to the millions of intent signals captured through AI, and not just with your account but also like capturing the industry trends or the industry that you are advertising in, and also looking at your competitors, right? It reacts to the market changes as they happen to ensure that your campaigns are always optimized towards your true goals, so that you can achieve the best marketing ROI possible out of these marketing campaigns. Then definitely it helps you drive growth opportunities. It helps you like scale your business, improve the overall return on ad spend, which is also called ROAS, with the opportunities that can help you drive more sales, increase the number of leads that you're getting for your business. And once again, this is not a short term performance enhancer, it is actually meant to improve your account's long term health. What can automatically applying your recommendations do for the agency? So this is another why, like if you're working for an agency, how can this help you? Like I mentioned in the previous slide, it helps you like scale the best practices. This feature helps you by applying tailored recommendations based on a client's settings and goals, so that never miss an opportunity to connect with the potential customers. It helps you improve the performance. Auto recommendation basically takes into consideration your performance history, your Google Ads performance history, your campaign settings, and the trends across Google Ads, and which by which we mean not just your campaign but also your competitors' campaigns or the industry that you're operating in, to ensure that the most relevant recommendations are always applied to help you improve the results of your marketing campaigns. And finally, it helps you boost the efficiency because your account managers can spend less time on the manual tasks, such as like adding or removing the keywords, basically making changes to the bid, making changes to the ad groups, etc., which means that they can spend more time to like help and plan, like strategize with the clients. Okay, so moving on to the next part, which is like, like why should agencies care about AI? I mean, it's a word that we keep hearing very often, right? And fun fact, 93% of the brands see AI as a valuable or a critical for their agency partners, and they want to embed a range of like marketing technology solutions based on AI over the next 3 years. Moving on to like the deeper deep diving into it, like the major benefits of it is the commercial impact. AI can help you drive better performance that will like get your clients to hit their goals. Content clients usually spend more money. I mean, they refer more clients to you, they will be happy with the kind of planning or the strategizing that your agency is doing, and they would be happy with the performance of their marketing campaigns. Thus you would be able to retain these clients in general. Then you have the market perception, basically where the advertising industry is in middle of like a huge transformation, with all the marketing technology leaders embracing AI as the future and expecting it also from their partners. This is a solution that the brands are looking forward to, and they also expect the same from agencies. It helps you be prepared for what's coming next. which is like AI addresses real time and complex changing economic environments and optimizes for the performance even in the most challenging times, because AI basically helps you like automate what humans will take a long time to do so. Then you have the client satisfaction, which I mentioned earlier, which like increasing the account performance helps you retain more client, because then they'll be happy with the services that you are providing as an agency. AI helps you maximize the breadth of the user data available on Google platform, shifting the time spent on manual toggles, um, and increasing the number of value adding conversations altogether. And then finally, career development. It also helps you with employee retention, because your teams can spend less time on low value tasks. They can prioritize more on the strategic efforts. They can develop their leadership skills. They can get better at planning, because then AI is doing most of the heavy lifting for them. Okay, so now moving to explaining you like like how you can implement auto apply recommendations as visible on the screen. This is the part, the zoomed in part, which you have to like see and like toggle on. You can like this is a like you can consider this like the one page report where you can see all the recommendations that you can apply for your account, and also like see the kind of like lift that would result in, like if you choose to apply a certain recommendation for your account, you can also see the lift that it would lead to in your optimization score, bringing you close to perfection. And now you can also opt in to apply a subset of the recommendations applied automatically to your account, which can improve your account performance, save the time, and you can automatically apply recommendations from the top bar of the recommendations page. Autoply, once again, it's a campaign management tool essential to your account's performance. It basically helps you understand what are the different recommendations that you can apply, what are the best practices that you haven't been following with your campaigns or ad groups in general. And then you can choose to enable autoply, where once these recommendations pop up, you can just simply like have them applied on your account across different campaigns. And this is available across search, shopping, video, display, discovery, app, and PMAX campaign types. Basically, all the campaigns type that are available in Google Ads. Then I'm sure that you have this question, like what can I automate and how to choose what to automate. So we see it in two larger buckets. The kind of recommendations that you can choose to auto apply to maintain your ads. These are the hygiene recommendations that like drive efficiency for you as a marketer and also in your Google campaigns. Then second ones are the grow your business recommendations, that are the strategic recommendations that drive the growth of your account, the number of leads or the conversions that you're generating. So autoply basically balances growth, efficiency, and repair recommendations to drive both short and long term performance of your account. It works really well when combined with OptiScore recommendations page. To give you some examples of maintain your ads, these could be like some of the recommendations that might come up on your account would be like removing non-serving keywords. I'm sure that as marketers you understand how much time does it take for you to like individually like scan through the campaigns, the ad groups, and figure out what are the keywords that are not serving for you, and then basically removing those. The second one could be like removing conflicting negative keywords. It's possible that you might have added a few negative keywords into your account that are conflicting with some other campaigns, like targeted keywords. So these kind of recommendations help you remove those conflicting negative keywords. It helps you with keyword deduping. There must be some scenarios where like you have added the same set of keywords across different campaigns. These kind of recommendations help you like dedupe those keywords. It would help you with optimizing your ads rotation. And also like other types of like like maintain your ad recommendations could be setting up the conversion tracking, setting up the core extensions or the lead form extensions in general. Moving on to the next part, which is the grow your business recommendations. These are the recommendations once again that help you drive growth, and primarily based around bidding and targeting. So you can like some of the recommendations that might come up are target cost per action opt-ins, target return on ad spend, target impression share, maximizing the number of conversions, maximizing the number of clicks. Basically, all the bidding strategies that are available in Google Ads. It also helps you find and add new keywords to your marketing campaigns. These recommendations could also suggest you to add broad match keywords, because it's not possible to, just like as marketers, think of each and every keyword or the buyer intent in our like when designing the campaign or when planning the campaign. So these are the recommendations that suggest you new keywords and also suggest you the broad match, so that you can capture a larger demand. It also could be like related to maximizing the conversion value, budget raising, and other implementation of audience solutions such as customer match. Then deep diving into the maintain your ads, like I mentioned earlier, these are the recommendations that drive efficiency of the campaign and account management. How this helps you is basically it helps you save the time. It ensures that the best practices are implemented across all of your campaigns, thus freeing up your valuable time so that you can focus more on the planning side instead of just doing the tactical stuff on your Google Ads account. Then it helps you with best practices adoption. It helps you streamline the adoption of Google Ads best practices across the account by adopting into a fundamental recommendations. And finally, impact, where you can like these are the fundamental recommendations that can help you like drive the increased ad quality, such as making sure that you are adding the right set of extensions, making sure that you are choosing the right site links, etc., and improve your search excellence and get more OptiScore accruals, which is basically like a lift in your optimization score, which may lead to an increase in the number of conversions that you are generating from your Google campaigns. Then grow your business recommendations. Like I mentioned earlier, these are the strategic recommendations that drive growth by optimizing your target and improving your ads to get better results. These are the recommendations that are focused on profitability. These recommendations only surface if we, like if Google identifies that the incremental opportunity is greater than the incremental cost. So basically, this helps you drive a positive return on your ad spend. Then it helps you capture the opportunity effectively. Opting into smart bidding and coverage recommendations will help ensure that you are on the most optimal bid strategy. Like I mentioned earlier, these are basically the recommendations around bidding strategies. So these recommendations help you ensure that you are on the most optimal bid strategy and will automatically upgrade as a new strategy which is valuable for your account becomes available. Then finally, the impact of it, which is you will still be driving the overall strategy of your account. This by no means mean that you're leaving, like we are taking away the levers from you, but this is just an added tool for you to increase the efficiency, like save the time, make sure that you're always on top of your account, and also increasing the impact of your marketing campaigns in general. Okay, so now let's just talk about a few scenarios. Like maybe some of you guys are running marketing campaigns to generate leads from Google Ads account. So, what are the recommendations that you can choose to auto apply in your account if you are into a lead generation business? Once again, talking about the two buckets: maintain your ads and grow your business recommendations. And under the maintain your ads, you can choose to have recommendations around removing no traffic keywords, removing the conflicting negative keywords, keyword deduping, optimizing the ad rotation, using optimized targeting, and other recommendations. Then in the grow your business bucket, you can choose to have the target CPA opt-in, maximizing the number of conversions, setting the CPA target, adjusting the CPA targets, maximizing the conversion value. You can choose to have like store visit as a default goal if you are just not an online business but also have a physical store. It can also recommend you keyword recommendations such as adding broad match keywords and also increasing the coverage of your Google Ads by choosing to recommend you that you can choose to expand the number of people that you're reaching to using display expansion on search campaigns. And as a side note, please check that your conversion actions are set up properly based on your business goals. You have to go into the tools and settings, then conversions. All conversion actions that are labeled with primary as the label are the action optimization column will be leveraged for the bidding optimizations. And it's highly recommended that you use offline conversion import, also known as offline conversion tracking, basically where you upload the conversions that have happened offline, be it in your CRM or your or your offline store or your physical store, and then you can like choose to pair like offline conversion tracking with value based bidding to correctly value offline and online conversions. Make sure that you're like measuring and taking into account all the conversions that are happening not just online but also offline. Okay, now next part, which is like what are the recommendations that you can apply if you are in online and offline sales business. Speaking of maintain your ads, these are like once again the same ones which are like it helps you remove the no traffic keywords, that keywords that are not serving any traffic or very low search volume. It helps you like remove the conflicting negative keywords. It helps you with keyword deduping, optimizing the like ad rotations. Like for example, if you have like multiple ads, it can like optimize the best performing ones for you. Then grow your business, where once again the bidding strategies come in, where you can maximize the conversion opt-ins, maximize the conversion value opt-ins, target return on ad spend, target return on ad spend target, and then store visit as a default goal, adding new keywords, adding broad match keywords, and then you can also choose to like increase the number of people that you want to reach out to using display expansion on search campaigns. And once again, please check that your conversion actions are properly set up, because this is very crucial for you if you are into an online and offline sales business, as this helps you like understand where the conversions are coming in from. Okay, the next part where we are going to talk about how can you identify the strategic recommendations that are the best for you. I'm sure that a lot of you have these questions because we have talked about a lot of recommendations in the previous slides, but like how to choose the best ones that are like the best for you. Okay, so there are two types of recommendations once again: smart bidding recommendations and keyword and coverage recommendations. When it comes to smart bidding recommendations, auto apply recommendations will ensure that your campaigns are leveraging the most optimal bidding strategy based on the performance impact and market trends. You will still be driving the overall strategy of your account, but auto apply recommendations will ensure that you are reacting quickly to the changes in auction. Keyword and coverage recommendations, basically these are the recommendations like broad match and adding new keywords that are only surfaced for campaigns that are using smart bidding as an option as their bidding strategy. They are also backed by simulations that predict that you will be receiving more conversions at a similar or a better cost, not at a higher cost. Okay, now deep diving into the smart bidding recommendations, why you should leverage the auto apply of smart bidding opt-ins recommendations. One, it helps you with performance optimization by ensuring your account is always on the best possible bidding strategy for the campaign goals. Um, you will never leave the opportunity for an efficient uplift on the table. It helps you with future proofing because these recommendations, when applied automatically, will only move campaigns up the smart bidding ladder and not down. They will ensure that the campaigns are on optimal bidding strategy. This becomes especially important for leveraging other features like responsive search ads and broad match. Then competitive advantage, because not opting into smart bidding menu means that you may miss out on some uplifting opportunities. Okay, then why leverage the auto apply of smart bidding target adjustment recommendations? Three reasons for it. Once again, real time response to the auction changes that would be unfeasible, because like these are the recommendations that could pop up like anytime, and then if you're like choosing to apply them manually, then you might miss out on some valuable conversions that might have happened. Recommendations are totally based on forward looking simulations, like I talked in the previous slides. These are the simulations that Google is like always running in the background using AI and other like larger sets of data available with them. And then finally, it helps you increase the volume of sales or volume of conversion value through bidding more competitively in the auctions. Then why add broad match keywords, or like adding new keywords automatically? Why you should like go with this recommendation? Once again, this is like the real-time response to the changes in user queries. Like I mentioned earlier, it's difficult for us to um, keep a track of all the user queries that might be like coming up. And then like if you choose to not apply these recommendations, that means that you might be missing out on some of the clicks or the conversions that might happen. Then you have broad match plus smart bidding implementations that allow you to focus on high performing queries, and you no need to no more need to like manage millions of variations for the same keyword. Keyword recommendations are based on forward looking simulations once again. Then finally, best practices to get the most out of auto-applied recommendations. Okay, these are the account best practices to ensure that you get the most out of AI-powered solutions and recommendations. Um, Please review your measurement and privacy recommendations in the recommendations page. These recommendations will surface privacy best practices to ensure privacy-safe data collection and measurement solution are in place. Check that your conversion actions are set up properly, because it's very important and crucial aspect of running the marketing campaigns. Because based on the business goals, you have to go into the tools and settings, then go to conversions, and all actions which are labeled primary will be used for your bidding strategies. Ensure that your brand campaigns are using optimal bidding strategy, such as target impression share, because and these are like the campaigns that won't be like moved to a different strategy automatically. Then finally, setting accurate conversion values. Ensure that any values assigned to your conversions accurately reflect your business goals and priorities, specifically when you're uploading the offline conversion reports. And then finally, set optimal budget and review budget recommendations, because these recommendations, even if you like choose to auto apply them, all of the changes will stay within the existing budget. Auto apply recommendations will never change your budget settings. However, optimizations may improve your budget utilizations. Additionally, budget limitations may limit the campaign potential. Okay, so what's next? We recommend that you visit the recommendations page and then choose to review the available opportunities for you. As a second step, we recommend that you apply recommendations or follow up with your account manager if you have any questions about a certain feature. You can always check with your account manager if you have any questions about a certain feature. You can always check with your account manager if you have any questions about a certain feature. Hey, sorry for the disruption. There was some issue, but yes, continuing on with the third step, which is identifying the non-performing ad assets and opportunities, so that you can choose to optimize them for the best results. And then finally, review your optimization score regularly with the digital marketing teams within your agency or the business that you're operating in. Well, thank you so much for joining today's OptiStellar session, and we would love to hear from you once again. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to forward it to us, and we'll make sure that we are passing this on as a feedback to the product leads, so that we can get your queries around optimization score or auto apply recommendations resolved. and that's the link for the QR code that you can choose to scan. Because I don't see any questions coming up, so there's a link. If you want to like send in any questions, please feel free to like scan the QR code and then pass on your feedback to us. Thank you once again.